This video is going to be a follow-up of the initial consultation with the client. So thank you for coming back. I've gone through the interview we had together and I've picked up a lot of points that we can go over together in today's session. So firstly, I think it's great that you're willing to make a lot of changes within your lifestyle and the amount of exercise that you do and the time that you're willing to allow for it, as it will allow you to then make positive choices into improving your general health, which is going to lower your risk of getting any serious heart diseases. One of your strengths is the fact that you used to play five-a-side football, therefore gives us a sport that we know you enjoy to work towards playing again. Also, it shows that you like team sports, which you talked about in saying how you like the social side of physical activities. So I think, like you mentioned, doing classes at the gym will be a great start for you to get back into physical activity. The benefit of doing exercise will help you start improving your health and will put less stress on your heart. This is because your cardiovascular fitness will improve and therefore be a huge benefit for you in how you live your life. The next strength is your alcohol consumption. So the fact that you rarely drink alcohol is a benefit to your health, which is what we're trying to improve on. However, you should try not to binge drink and only drink what you're recommended to have in a night rather than having your whole weekly allowance in one night, which is around 2 pints a night. The things that come along with drinking aren't a major deal, but would be a good chance to help you have a healthier lifestyle. It will also save money that you can then use towards other things that can help you improve your lifestyle, like a gym membership or clothes to wear to the gym. I think the first thing that we need to start off with is changing your behaviour and perception of exercise. So as well as physically making changes to your lifestyle, you also need to mentally think about having a different outlook on how you live your life. So this means that you're going to need to start considering more exercise and willing to do it before you actually start. So this is also known as the trans-theoretical model of behaviour. So it will start with your pre-contemplation. So this was before you came to me, when you were unaware of your problem and the way that you live your life, and then it goes on to the contemplation stage, where you create awareness and you're aware of your problem and you feel like you need to change how you live. This then will go on to the preparation. So what we're doing now, where we're trying to take action in your lifestyle, and I'm here to help persuade and motivate you to do this. The next stage that we'll move on to is action. So this is where we'll actually be doing the desired exercise amount and helping you to become healthier, and I'm here to help educate you on what you can do to help. And then the last stage is maintenance. So after our sessions together, it's then down to you to have that mentality to keep the behaviour change and facilitate for what we've learned and for you to carry on, otherwise you can easily relapse. The first area for improvement is, obviously, I did see a few factors that in your physical activity amount. So I know, as it's a concern for you due to your recent doctor's referral, one of the first things that you could change is you don't currently do any exercise at all, and your lifestyle doesn't include a lot of physical activity. So this is going to affect your health if it is to continue like this, as the recommended amount for you to be doing is at least half an hour a day of exercise, like strenuous exercise. Although due to other commitments like work, I understand that this might not be possible, although even a small amount, just starting out, say doing 2 classes a week, is going to greatly benefit you in how you feel and general health wise. and it can also help your mentality if you know you're feeling better. So I think it's really going to help to keep your health symptoms under control as well, as you'll be greatly improving your cardiovascular fitness by strengthening your heart, therefore improving the overall health of it. The next area for improvement is your diet. So another weakness I saw is the fact that your diet isn't the best, and it can be that it can be. So also a factor towards your heart problems due to your high fat intake. Therefore, by trying to improve this and start to eat a healthier balanced diet, it's going to help to allow you to have more energy to exercise. As you said, you had a very high fat diet. It's going to put more stress on the heart by causing fat to collect around the heart and in the arteries. So I can help you to learn more about the Eat Well plate, so you're able to have a more balanced diet. As you said, you weren't aware of this, so if I'm able to educate you on this, then we can work on the amount of food and its proportions. We can also go through meal planning and prepping for the week. So this will allow you to take things to work with you, so you can avoid going to fast food restaurants while you're on the go if you're able to just take a packed lunch in the morning that you've already prepared. So the strategies that I've come up with for physical activity, the first one being functional exercise. So this is easy to add into your everyday lifestyle, and it's a quick way to add exercise without doing a lot. Although the negative is it can't always be used in someone's lifestyle. So obviously for you it's not convenient as the client, as being a delivery driver you can't really add more walking into everyday lifestyle, as you need to be driving around. Although if it's a manageable parcel that you're able to carry, then when delivering you could park a bit further away than the address, so you could get a bit of walking in with a weight to get exercise in. The next strategy is joining a leisure centre. So the positives of this is that there's the social side of classes, so which you would enjoy going to, and it's somewhere that you can exercise. Although the negatives are that it could be expensive to join, you might not be motivated to go, and it might not be accessible. Although for you, as you like the social side of physical activity, joining classes will be good for your motivation and meeting new people. So joining a leisure centre might be quite effective. The next strategy is one-on-one sessions with the PT. So the positives were that you could feel like you need to go if you've booked it, so you have to turn up. It's easy to be motivated if it's just one-on-one and the trainer's motivating you, and it's easy to check progress as the trainer's obviously going to have your session plans and how you're doing. The negatives are that you could find it awkward just one-on-one and therefore not want to try hard. So therefore this might not be very good for you, as it would be expensive for you, and you said that you didn't like things one-on-one, so being motivated might not happen in a one-to-one session, so something in the gym like a class would be more beneficial. The last strategy is local activities, specifically football. So the positives of this is that it's social, it gets you up and out, and it's a good way to exercise. The negatives are that you might not know anyone, so it could put you off. Although for you, I think this is perfect, as you used to play five-a-side football, so it's a good way to get you out and doing something that you enjoy. So you'd be more motivated to get up and go to the sessions. And although you might not know anyone at first, you sound like a very sociable person that's going to make friends while you're there. The next strategies that I've advised are for your diet. So the first one being food prep. So the positives of this is that it saves time during the week. So you can have one time a week to prep all the meals, and then you have set meals throughout the week. But the negatives are that it could take a lot of time to make the meals, you might forget to make them, and it's easy to skip them. But for you, I feel like this is good, as for your job you're on the move all the time, so you can easily take a meal with you that you've made the night before, and it's already done. But the only thing is you need to just make sure that the meals are something that you can eat cold. The next strategy is a nutrition planner. So the positives of this is something that it allows you to follow, and it can be designed around you as the client, and can be made sure that it's kept healthy. The negatives are that you might not like the food that's being used. You could just decide not to follow it, and it might become expensive. Although I do feel like this could work for you, although it might be hard to stick to with work. So it would be more beneficial to use alongside a food prep, as it will allow you to eat food that's healthy and that you've picked and made yourself. The next strategy is water consumption. So this is good because it will make sure that you're staying hydrated, and it's easy to follow. By doing simple things like having a water bottle with lines and times on it, which you need to follow and drink throughout the day. The negatives that you could forget it and might forget to track what you're drinking. Although this is easy for you because there's also something like an app on your phone that you could have to keep the water tracked, and it's easy to keep waters with you in your van, so it could be good for you in staying hydrated, as this is something that is very beneficial in your general health, for having the right amount of water a day. The last thing is having a nutrition diary. So this is good, as you can show a nutritionist and they could probably tell you where you're going wrong, and it's good for showing progress. The negatives are that you could lie in it to make yourself look better, you could forget to add things, and it's very subjective, so you could change the amounts, or what your perception of healthy is could be not correct. So with the diary, I'm not sure that you'd want to fill this in, because you said that you're embarrassed by your diet, so filling in a diary and having to say what you eat might not be very comfortable for you to do, and therefore lie about it, which then obviously isn't going to be much use to you, as you wouldn't be able to track any progress on what you're actually eating. So I think something like the food prep is a lot better strategy, a lot more effective strategy for you to use to help improve it. So thank you for coming back, and that is the end of our session.